Alright. I think everything is in order. I think. Good to continue on like it is. I think everything is on. Okay. Alright. So last time we saw Aerith's unfortunate fates, and we're now going very far north. And my mod is waiting on Grubhub. What are you waiting for, Brandon? I forgot what temperature degree is actually too high here, but my spamming won't get me much past 38, so that's where we're staying. Popeyes, eh? Popeyes is fine. I want to look at the screen when I spam square, because it's kind of funny animation. I thought I could get myself higher than 38. Man, and the stream tried late, because I just had the most bizarre, I don't take naps. I didn't just nap. I got, knocked out by something for about, 20 minutes. And then woke up. I don't think I've ever had a sleep attack. I don't have not sleep apnea, narcolepsy, but I feel like that's not very far from what I just experienced. It was bizarre. We just had an easy enough time getting through this cave. And this is our next dungeon. I actually really like how this one looks. The blue ice everywhere. It's hard to navigate, just like most other things in this, but I wasn't outside today any, but yesterday I was out for 7 hours straight manning a water slide. Had a 13-hour shift, and half of it was outside. It was fun though. Maybe, but I think I would have been shocked. I think I would have gone to sleep yesterday if that was the case. I meant to grind out for Sid and Vincent to get new limit breaks, because they're both still at level 2. I'll try to do it before the next one. This dungeon, I know a compliment. This dungeon looks pretty, but it is kind of hard to see where you're allowed to step and where you aren't. Oh, I remember Dragon was not that good of a limit break. Javelin. I still don't think we have anything better than the Dragoon Lance. Yeah, looks like that's going to carry us a little bit longer. That did have double AP, though. Oh. Does anybody have fire 3? Vincent has fire 2. Is it Cloud Rest? No, oh, he's silenced. I might have to move around some magic. I do not know why, but the way that rock was animated made me think of Jimmy Neutron. Jeez. What was that attack? We have it now. Sid learned it, but jeez. Magic breath. It has to be elemental. Okay, Cloud does have fire 3. We'll switch him with Vincent's fire 2. Vincent also needs more alls. He just set him up better. Oh, I forgot they can heal themselves with the toxic barf. Okay. So, take away his fire. Give it to him. You take his fire. Why wasn't all material? Oh, wow. Okay. All I had to do was that. Now we're infinitely better. Fire-Aga looks real cool in this game. Ooh, do we just finally get Curaga as well? Thinking about it now in critique mode, I am kind of bummed out that the music here is just the slum theme. I think it's what it is. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain I missed something back there. There was that other door that I didn't know how to get to. Uh-oh. And now we're gonna have to navigate this when I can't see a walkthrough. Better not miss anything. It seems we made the right decision there. And let's go right. I've never failed this part. I don't even know what degrees you have to get to faint. Oh, that looks like the entrance to a cave over there, though. I'm seeing blue. Did I go the wrong way? If I'm going the wrong way, I'm going really far in the wrong way. Dead end. There we go. Yep. It's getting colder faster over here. Is your Grubhub here yet, Brandon? Wait, how come I can only go right or down? How far in the wrong direction did I go? Hold up. I thought I needed to go left. That over there can't be the right way, though. I'm having some serious doubts right now. Yeah, there's nowhere to climb here. What the heck? Okay. So I can only go right there. And then there's no other way up here. Wait, there are... Oh my god. Well, that's embarrassing. Or is this a dead end? Nope, because there's a cave. I don't think I want to fight this thing. We literally... Well, not literally. We basically can't die to it. But that magic breath was scary. Oh, this is where we can fight Marlboros. Marlboros. Vincent has a ribbon. So it's not just the worst thing ever. But man, they're strong. Jeez. Sid has been hitting really hard today. Alright, this is a really long walkway, so I'm speeding it up a little bit. Ooh, okay, that's gonna do damage. I think I'm gonna save that meteor rain for if I see another Marlboro or the boss. Because the boss of this cavern is one of the hardest we're gonna see for a while. And that'll do it. Okay. We have to fight giant icicles. Because this game has everything. I'm gonna fast forward through this scene because it takes forever for that cutscene to happen. The scene of the ice breaking it takes so long. And yes, I am just going to use Fire 3 and then speed through the whole time. This is a very monotonous task through this. And it works. And it gets Vincent's kill count up. I think we have just enough MP for one more Firago. Oh, yo! And Vincent gets his new limber break. I don't have to grind it. There we go. So now the only two people on the team who don't have the highest level of limit break that they're allowed to have right now is Sid and Kate Sith. I'll work on that. Oh, it's not going to offer to drop me down anymore? Bummer. There we go. Oh, I don't have to speed up anymore. Speed source. I'm actually going to run away because I do not want to use Sid's wait, I thought I learned that that before. Do we have 2 enemy skills on? I could have sworn I already learned it. Magic Breath. Unless I have to kill the enemy after learning a skill, which I didn't know. Okay, so now I believe the boss is through here, so we gotta adjust some stuff real quick. Drains half. Okay, so half damage for him. Drains cold. Giving him an ice ring. And I wish we had a fire ring. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, we are fine. Okay. So he's done with the dragon amulet. He's gonna need a fire ring. A fire armlet, sorry. It might be almost time to retire the eating coat. Maybe. Okay. Anywho. Well. Does the enhanced sword enhance anything? No, it just has a ton of EMP. What? It has a lot of electromagnetic pulse. No. It has a lot of materia slots. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Screw the boss. They're getting dragon. I don't think I even fully understand what dragon does. Does about normal physical damage and fully restores just Sid. I think hyper jump is better. Alright, time to take some wrong turns again. I'm gonna guess right. Ooh, don't die, Cloud. Don't die, Cloud. Alright, looks like it was just a way harder, more convoluted way to get to the same spot. Cool. It is indeed a pharmacy marathon. What kind of? Maybe not in the traditional sense. This marathon has been going on for almost a year now. Because I just play casually, 2 days a week. But having fun doing it. It's something I've always wanted to do. Since I was like in middle school. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Oh wait, let's tint up before I save. Okay, I think we have all the proper stuff equipped. Ooh. Let's kill a dragon first. Okay, I was expecting that to do way more damage. And now it's dead because Cloud has Meteor Rain. Bye. Yeah, my preferred in-game team has always been Cloud, Vincent, Sid, or Cloud, Tifa, Vincent. It's always been one of those two. Oh, we got a whole another dragon armlet for that? That's a pretty good deal. Okay, so theoretically, we can't die to this boss. Oh wait, no, he needs to do big guard. Oh, I was making attention. Which one's the fire one? The fire one's the one on the... Okay, so we're gonna ice this one. If I can get the curse in the right spot, we'll fire the other one. We're just gonna keep this up until somebody gets a limit break or somebody dies. Oh yeah, in my last stream, I made sure I got Alexander. We'll check him out. I never showcased him. Oh, and then he has a limit break right after? This is good. Is that Quake? Okay. Vincent's gonna have to heal. We get Alexander and Bahamut on him. Follow it up with a limit break. Vincent needs to heal just in case. This boss is hard, I promise. We're just whooping it. I feel like the one with the chicken head, the one on the right, he's been getting off too easy. I don't even have to really cure. You keep on curing him for me. Cloud's about to do Meteor Rain, and that should kill one of them. Oh, jeez. It would be... Oh, it's bad for Vincent to do his limit break in this fight. Okay, the one on the right's dead. So we just have to kill Fireboy. Is he dead? Oh crap, Vincent might be dead. Uh-oh. This is gonna be close. Oh no, is it gonna also counter? Oh, I didn't know it would do that. Ah, dang it. Okay, well, now we learned our lesson. Okay, so don't trust them to just heal you. And I need to remember to keep big guard up more. I think we're gonna start off with the bullying though, with Bahamut and Alexander. I don't want to do Leviathan because I don't know if that heals him or not. I'm gonna speed through the animations now that we saw him. Yeah, that last match was a draw. Shame the game doesn't see it that way. Okay, Cloud just needs to go. Alexander. Seem to be good right now. Alexander's animation looks kind of funny when you speed it up. Okay. So I need to keep their HP always over 1200. Because when this thing dies, it's going to do about that much damage. So that means Vincent's next move needs to be a cure. Or he dies with it. Okay. One head down. I actually don't know if they can revive each other. It doesn't matter, because Meteor Rain's about to destroy this other head. Vincent might die, but we'll live. Yep. Okay. We should cross our arm that Vincent lives through this. He did. There we go. Meteor Rain is really OP. The fact that Cloud can just you can like grind access to Meteor Rain early in the game. Well, this isn't early in the game. We're like 3/4 through or something like that. But yeah, Meteor Rain when you're fighting a single enemy is dumb. But yeah, that boss is rough. I think it's the hardest boss we're gonna be fighting for a while. Especially since I didn't remember the whole, like, countering every time a head dies thing. But we're past that now. That boss is behind us. I wish it was 4K. Oh, I started from the beginning. I only stream for just a couple hours on Sundays and Wednesdays. Because I'm a busy person. But we started from the beginning. We're in Final Fantasy 1, now we're here. An old crater. Something fell out of the sky and crashed down here, leaving a scar on the planet. It's amassed a vast amount of energy to heal itself. Sephiroth took that energy and is trying to use Meteor. Next time, the wound won't be so small. Yeah, no, typically when people say Final Fantasy Marathon, they mean like they're beating every single one in a matter of just a couple months. But I don't know, it's my favorite game series, but that just doesn't seem fun to me. But yeah, I plan on every Sunday and Wednesday until September. In September, I play my other favorite game series, Sly Cooper. But throughout the rest of the year, I'm playing some Final Fantasy. See, I always thought that Vincent's third limit break looked more like it's supposed to be a mix between like Freddy, Jason, and Michael. It's supposed to be like every generic slasher villain. Oh, I'm gonna spam just normal potions. Getting that HP up 100 at a time. Yeah, I don't watch slashers. Which one was the Texas Chainsaw? That's Jason, right? If it's not Stephen King, I don't know horror very well. Cloud, wait for me. Oh, I forgot you had to take Tifa here. I guess we're leaving Sid behind. Please take me with you. You're going after Sephiroth, aren't you? I've lost a lot because of Sephiroth too, so please take me along. Don't say no, okay? Okay, let's go. Okay, yeah, we'll leave Sid here. She probably has some old stuff equipped, so let's put on better stuff. Jeez. We're gonna put her with the work glove and a Gigas armlet. Just so she can get the essentials. She's gonna switch with Sid. Again, just the essentials. She's gonna get enemy skill, his cure, and Alexander. Whoops. Okay. This next scene to me is a real nostalgia bomb, but also we got a new Bahamut. We got Neo Bahamut. So I think it's time to retire Leviathan. Replace him with Neo Bahamut. Ah, why'd I do that? Alright. We're about to come past a very annoying part of the game, but the scene afterwards is really cool. Get a bit of a lore drop this episode. That's the Turk's theme is always so fun. So I finally found you. This is incredible. This is the promised land the President has been searching for. But I'll be the one who gets it. Sorry, old man. That land is no one's. It's where the reunion will take place. They will all gather here. I wonder if we'll see Sephiroth. Okay, this right here. You gotta avoid the wind. We need to cross when the wind is calm, or we'll get swept off. The thing is, though, it is really hard to tell where it's safe and when you can run. So I'm gonna guess right now. Okay. And then you got to do that 3 different times, and each time a new layer is added. So it gets annoying. Yeah, the wind gate thingy. For better terms. Alright, let's showcase Neo Bahamut. Because it's really cool. Wait for Vincent's turn. He's going to be way down here. Now, chill mode was 7 the only Final Fantasy you played, or did you play others? And yeah, I'm beating these batteries with Neo Bahamut. It's a showcase. I like the animations. Whenever I get a new summon, I tend to just blast whatever I fight next with them. Kaiser Knuckle. Okay. Maybe that'll work better for... It might be weaker than the, Nah, I'm just gonna make her punch the crap out of things. She's not a mage right now. Like 6 through 10? Cool stuff. I love all of them in my own way, but 6 through 10, that's probably the stronger part of the series. Okay, so this time we have the annoying wind thingy, and there's that squiggly. That squiggly will also get me. So I need to make sure that that does not hit me. That should be good. Go, okay. This is the end for all of you. Sephiroth. This is the end. You're right. This is the end of his body's usefulness. He disappeared. He might be nearby. Just panic around. Can't leave right here. Our purpose is to deliver the black materia to our master. Our? Stay on alert. You never know when Sephiroth might appear again. Those who carry Genova cells. Master? Of course, Sephiroth. Then just KOs us. Okay, I kind of forgot to prepare for a Genova boss fight. And by the way, that was supposed to be the reveal. It took me forever to like realize what just happened there. The reveal was that we have never seen Sephiroth in this game. Okay, it's been Genova in different forms, morphing herself to look like Sephiroth. I think I'm gonna blast her. Because I don't like not having my real team here. I feel like I'm dealing with half a deck. Yeah, the Genova's team is fun. It's funky. Using Neo Bahamut behind Bahamut is reminding me of like the "Don't talk to me or my son ever again" memes. Okay, Tifa's hitting hard. Oh, Vincent doesn't have a ribbon anymore. I forgot to put it back on. So now our mage is silenced. Tifa, fix that. Do we not have any... Okay, never mind, she's dead. We can't die to this boss. Okay. No, now we're really not gonna die. Because she did. And so is Tifa. Genova cells? So that's what this was all about. The Genova reunion. Not Sephiroth? You mean all this time it wasn't Sephiroth we've been after? I'll explain later. Right now, the only thing I'm thinking about is beating Sephiroth. But Sephiroth is... he's here. The real Sephiroth is just beyond here. It's both incredibly wicked and cruel, but it's releasing a powerfully strong will from deep within the planet's wound. The Black Materia is back in our hands. Now all we have to do is defeat Sephiroth, and that'll be the end of it. We better not take the Black Materia any further. Why don't you give it to someone else to hold on to? I like giving it to Red. You want me to take the Black Materia? Alright, I understand. Don't give it to anyone. I'm counting on you. Okay. Even though I'm pretty sure we're done using her, I'll revive Tifa. Oh yeah. Baird's here. I do love Baird as well. Oh wait, am I supposed to talk to everybody? I already gave it to Red. You mean we weren't in pursuit of Sephiroth? Let's find Sephiroth. Okay. We're going in first. You guys stay and keep watch. MP Turbo, whatever that is. Let's check. Because I've forgotten. Uses extra MP and increases power of parry magic. Eh. Alright, I'll be back in just a minute. I need to pause stream for a moment. I'm gonna switch it over here. You guys enjoy the ambient sounds of the wind. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Got a call from my boss. Alright. Oh, but I just saw the chat. That is from the newest Dissidia NT, which is really cool and really pretty, but not worth it. It was not that good of a game, unfortunately. That was like the biggest letdown of 2018 to me. Oh, okay, don't forget ribbon for Vincent. Okay, so now this is the last one, and now we have fast wind, squiggly thing, and random lightning. And I think the squiggly thing's going faster. And we haven't failed one yet, but every time you fail one of these, you have to do a random encounter. I'd say now. Yo! I don't think I've ever done that first try before. Ever. What is this? What happened? Calm down, Tifa. Sephiroth is near. Anything could happen. Nibelheim. Why? Is it an illusion? This is an illusion Sephiroth made up. He's trying to confuse us. It'll be alright. As long as we know it's an illusion, there's nothing to be afraid of. Come on, let's keep going. Yeah, you're right. Look! Alright, let's go. That's not Cloud. Who is this man? Stop, Sephiroth. This is so stupid. Now, how can we get out of here? Cloud, it's just an illusion. Don't worry about it. What's next? Stop it already. All this happened while I slept? This is what actually happened 5 years ago. But it's probably not me that will come out of the Shinra Mansion. He's gonna try and show us another stupid illusion. See? Didn't I tell you? Hey, it's you. You're still sane, right? Then come over here and help me. I don't want to watch this. Cloud, don't watch. I'll check this house. You check that one over there. What's wrong, Tifa? I told you before, right? As long as we know that it's just an illusion, there's no need to be scared. Are you alright? It was an illusion. Sephiroth, I know you're listening. I know what you want to say. That I wasn't in Nibelheim 5 years ago. That's it, isn't it? I see you finally understand. What you were trying to say is that you want to confuse me, right? But even making me see those things won't affect me. I remember it all. The heat of the fire, the pain in my body and in my heart. Oh, is that so? You are just a puppet. You have no heart and cannot feel any pain. How can there be any meaning in the memory of such a being? What I have shown you is reality. What you remember, that is the illusion. Do you understand? I don't want to understand. But I want to ask you one thing. Why are you doing this? I want to take you back to your real self. The one who gave me the black materia that day. Who would have ever thought a failed experiment would prove so useful? Hojo would die if he knew. Hojo, what does he have to do with me? 5 years ago, you were constructed by Hojo, piece by piece, right after Nibelheim was burned. A puppet made up of vibrant Genova cells, her knowledge, and the power of Mako. An incomplete Sephiroth clone, not even given a number. That is your reality. Cloud, don't listen to him. Cover your ears. Close your eyes. What's wrong, Tifa? I'm not affected by it. I wasn't paying attention to him. All that talk of Hojo constructing you is a lie. Don't we have our memories together? Being kids together? Starlit nights? Tifa, why are you so worried and scared by those words? Shall I show everyone here what's in your heart? You don't look well. Tifa, is Sephiroth right? Cloud. Cloud? Why are you so scared? Don't worry about me. I'm alright. No matter how confused I am, I'll never believe a word that Sephiroth says. It's true that sometimes I can't figure out who I am. There's a lot of things muddled up in my memories. But Tifa, you said long time no see, Cloud, right? Those words will always support me. I'm the one you grew up with. I'm Cloud of Nibelheim. No matter how much I lose faith in myself, that is the truth. That's why you shouldn't be so scared. No matter what anyone else says to me, it's your opinion that counts. No, that's not true, Cloud. What's not? I'm the same Cloud you grew up with, aren't I? That's not what I meant. I don't know how to say it. Cloud, I need some time. Just give me a little time. Cloud, don't blame Tifa. The ability to change one's looks, voice, and words is the power of Genova. Inside of you, Genova has merged with Tifa's memories, creating you. Out of Tifa's memory? A boy named Cloud might have just been a part of them. Cloud? Please don't think right now. Think, Cloud. Cloud, excuse me. You never had a name. Shut up, Sephiroth. You still don't understand then. Do you remember the picture that we took before we headed for Mount Nebel? Tifa, you remember, right? But there is no way he would know. Now, what happened to that picture? Is this it? Do you want to see it? It turned out pretty good. Cloud, don't. I should be in the picture. Even if I'm not in there, no worry, this is just an illusionary world Sephiroth made up. Oof. Just as I thought. The picture's a fake. The truth's in my memory. 5 years ago, I came back to Nibelheim to inspect the reactor. I was 16. The town hadn't changed at all. What did I do? Oh yeah. I went to Tifa's room. There I looked in the drawers. I spent the night and went to the reactor in Mount Nebel. I was excited about it. Because that was my first mission after becoming first class in Soldier. Soldier? First class? When did I enter Soldier? How did I join Soldier? Why can't I remember? That's right. I didn't have to worry about it because I was... Cloud? Let's go, Tifa. I'm alright. Alright, that's quite the drop there. Wow, that's amazing. It's all materia. The outside is rich with Mako energy. The inside is a treasure trove of materia. This truly is the Promised Land. There is no such thing as the Promised Land. It's a legend, an old wives' tale. It's utterly ridiculous. Everything's as I imagined it would be. Isn't it splendid? Is it that kind of dullness that makes you second-rate scientists? What's happening? It's coming from within the wall. Something's in there. It's moving. weapon. Then it really does exist. I didn't believe in it. What does this mean? Weapon? A monster created by the planet. They appear when the planet's in danger and destroy everything. That's what was stated in Professor Gas' report. I never saw that report. Where is it? Here. Right here. You keep a lot of things to yourself. I wonder how Cloud and the others are doing. It's hard to believe such a small piece of material could destroy the planet. What the? Is everything alright? What's going on? Where am I? Don't leave me alone. Red, you're here. I'm so glad. Tifa? Something is strange. Why was it dark all of a sudden? And where is everybody? Everyone's waiting. Cloud's in trouble. Please come help us. Over there. Right. I'm not sure I understand, but I'll go if you want me to. And remember, the black materia. Mr. President, I've got a bad feeling about this place. Maybe we should go back to our ship now. We need to prepare for the inspection anyway. Hey, where did you come from? Don't know. This place is going to get rough. Better leave things to me and get out of here while you still can. Leave things to you? I don't know what that means. This is where the reunion is happening, where everything begins and ends. Cloud? I'm here. I'm here to help you, Cloud. Thanks, Red 13. Where's the black materia? It's safe. I'm holding on to it. I'll take it from here. Give me the black materia. Are you alright, Cloud? Then, here you go. I was a little apprehensive holding this thing. No, don't. Please. Thanks. Leave the rest to me. Come on. The black materia. Please wait just a little longer. Everyone, thanks for everything, and I'm sorry. 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 Especially you, Tifa. I'm really sorry. You've been so good to me, I didn't know what to say. I never lived up to being Cloud. Tifa, maybe one day you'll meet the real Cloud. This is perfect. It means my experiment was a complete success. What number were you? Where's your tattoo? Professor Hojo, I don't have a number. You didn't give me one because you said it was a failed experiment. What the? You mean only a failure made it? Professor, please give me a number. Please, Professor. Shut up, miserable failure. What? What was that? He's a Sephiroth clone I created after the real Sephiroth died 5 years ago. Jenova Cells and Mako, with my knowledge and skills, have been combined with science and nature to bring him to life. I'm not wild about the failure part, but the Jenova reunion theory has now been proven. You see, even if Jenova's body is dismembered, it will eventually become one again. That's what is meant by the Jenova's reunion. I've been waiting for the reunion to start. 5 years have passed, and now the clones have begun to return. I thought the clones would begin to gather at Midgar where Jenova is stored, but my predictions were not entirely correct. Jenova itself began to move away from the Shinra building. But, being the genius that I am, I soon figured it out. You see, it was all Sephiroth's doing. Sephiroth is not just content to diffuse his will into the life stream, he wants to manipulate the clones himself. Yes, that's how it got started. I wondered where the clones were going, but I never able to figure it out. Yeah, some of these are novels. You said you're learning. That's pretty cool. Learning English through these games. But sorry, I interrupted. I couldn't figure it out either. The one thing that I did know was that Sephiroth was at their final destination. I wasn't pursuing Sephiroth. I was being summoned by Sephiroth. All the anger and hatred I bore him made it impossible for me to ever forget him. That, and what he gave me. Sephiroth, I'm here, and I brought you the black materia. Show yourself to me. Where are you? I don't know if this is a time thing, but man, if you're learning English through and trying to understand this scene, I imagine that must have been a nightmare. That's impressive. Oh, Sephiroth. We finally meet again. Did you see it? It's Sephiroth. So he is here. This is perfect. Both Shinova's reunion and Sephiroth's will. They won't be diffused into the life stream, but gathered here. What are you so happy about, Professor? You know what this means, don't you? Cloud has the black materia. Sephiroth is going to summon a meteor. Every single person is going to die. Whatever I say now is too little too late. We must evacuate. I want you all to come with me. There's still much more I want to know. Cloud, no. Stop, please. Yeah, this is a huge scene. This is a pivotal scene for the rest of the game. A scene so important that it's the icon for the game. Here are the weapons. It's Sapphire weapon. Diamond weapon. Final Fantasy just suddenly got Kaiju. There's the ultimate weapon, who is not the strongest weapon. And there were the Emerald and the Ruby weapons. I didn't know that in the original Japanese release, before it released in America, you could only fight the ultimate weapon. Now the only one that you don't fight is Sapphire. You fight all the rest of them now. So yeah, I didn't know that the original, the Japanese didn't even know about Emerald and Ruby weapon as super bosses until a later release of the game. I learned that just recently. Okay, the music was repeating in a way that makes me kind of scared. Okay, there we go. Cloud. Cloud. I didn't know what to do. I was always like that. What's the matter? Oh. Poor kid. Ugh. Are you alright? Tifa? 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 Oh, Cloud. That's right, I'm Cloud. Is it really you, Cloud? I never thought I'd find you here. Yeah, it's been a while. What happened to you? You don't look well. Yeah, it's nothing. I'm okay. How long has it been? $5 years. What is it? It's really been a long time. Actually, it's been 7 years. You joined Soldier but quit after the Sephiroth incident, and now you're a mercenary. You told me a lot about what happened after you left Nibelheim, but something was wrong. I felt there was something strange about the things you talked about. All the things you didn't know that you should, and other things that you shouldn't know but you did. I wanted to make sure, but then I heard you were going far away. And I didn't want that. I didn't know what to do, so I thought I needed more time. And that's why I told you about the Avalanche job. I wanted to be with you and watch you. Ding. Huh? The glare. You'll be better soon. You've been asleep for a long time. I'm hungry. Hey, why don't you ask? About him. Because I'm scared. Don't worry. I don't know what happened to Cloud either. Guess I shouldn't tell you not to worry. None of them knew if he was alright either. He's still alive, right? How long was I asleep? Let's see. Must have been about 7 days. What about Sephiroth? You ain't over it yet? Remember that huge light in the northern cave? Since then, the crater's been surrounded by a huge barrier of light. Everyone knows Sephiroth sleeps in that big hole protected by the barrier. You can't do a thing about it. We have to just wait until he wakes up. And on top of that, some huge monster called Weapon's been on a rampage. Weapon? Remember that huge monster that was with Sephiroth at the bottom of the crater? Well, it's up here now. They say it's some legendary monster from the past. Weapon is protecting Sephiroth? Don't know. But he's up here going around tearing stuff up. Right now, Rufus is fighting it. I hate to say it, but he's got guts. We should have been the ones to destroy it, but we ain't got no time. Time? Hey, how about Meteor? It's coming. Do we have to give up? Don't know. I thought Cloud would show up to save you all. Professor Hojo wanted to check up on Cloud too. What are you gonna do to Cloud? Sephiroth's alter ego? Meteor has been summoned. Essentially, it's all but over now. So there's no need for you now. No. Maybe there is an important task for you. President, preparations for the public execution are complete. Execution? What are you gonna get by executing us? You are to be executed for causing this situation. People are ignorant. They'll feel better as long as someone is punished. I take back what little praise I had for this dude. Well, enjoy your last moments together. I'll tie your arms now. Like taking the longest path possible to get over here. But as much as the next scene is cool, we've done quite a bit today. So I think that is where I'm going to stop the stream for today. Thank you, Chill Mode, for dropping by. You've been a fun viewer, and one of Barrett Tan's is a gun. That is true. We can argue about this later, but oh, he does need to touch the I think they made it clear in like the movie or something. He has to be able to touch his hand with the other hand for it to fire. But anyway, we're done with this for today. And I'll see you guys next time. Stay awesome.